SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame, YouTube.com/@ nothing left to do but win. This is Nothing Left to Do But Win podcast, episode 63. We have hit our 300 subscriber goal on YouTube. We're currently around the 318 to 320 mark. Shout out to all the viewership. Shout out to the authentic subscribers out there. When we first started this, we had 50 subscribers. Now, when we go live, it will ring off on over 300 different people's cell phones and devices or what have you. So, that's a really good feeling. And that is not including some of the other platforms that we're on. So, let's start this the way we used to start the show, with some financials. So, if you have been living under a rock, there's something out there called cryptocurrency. And right now in the crypto space, something that's getting a lot of recent headlines is XRP. So let's talk a little bit about XRP. First thing, I got to show you the money. So the first thing I want to show you guys is what XRP has done over the course of the last year. And over the course of the last year, XRP has grown 320.81% as of the last 365 days, currently trending at $2.21 per coin. If you want some other dynamics on what it's been doing over the course of the last month, it's up 3% in the last month, down for the week, down for the day. But if we were to look at the all-time, right, we see a lot going on. 37,000% increase all time. So this thing is on its way. So over the course of the last year, like I said, it's up 320%. I'm not saying it's going to have another 300% year. I'm not saying you put your money into this asset, it's going to change your life. But if you do have money laying around and you are aware of what cryptocurrency is, take a look at XRP. Shout out to a good friend of mine, Stan and Jamal. Are some of the first people I heard conversing about XRP way back when it was 50 cents or 20 cents. And if those guys held on to their assets and endured, they are up big time. And, keep your eyes on this thing. This could be something that we look at in 5 years and it's sitting at $50 per coin. And we may have been invested since too. Right now, my current average on XRP is $1.09 per coin. And, I'm just going to keep buying it. I'm going to just keep buying it. And it really doesn't matter what the market is doing since it's a long-term investment. So every 2 weeks, I'll automatically be buying XRP or whenever it has dipped. So as far as current news, Ripple's chief technology officer, David Schwartz, just dropped one of the clearest signals yet. XRP and the XRP ledger are evolving far beyond a simple payments network. For those who need it in print, the biggest news of XRP Las Vegas was this: confirmed Ripple built a financial system by CTO Joel Katz. I want you guys to do your own due diligence when investing. You have to understand that when investments go up and down, just like an escalator elevator. It's not a consistent ride to the top. You might buy for $2, next week it could be at $1.50. All that does is give you an opportunity to lower your cost average and to purchase more. if it's a long-term investment. Of course, have a plan before engaging in any assets. And now that the financial segment is over, I'm going to bring up my co-host, the host with the most, Rashida in the building. What's up? How you doing?
I am wonderful. I'm so excited. We had 300 subscribers. I
Yeah,
love that for us.
yeah. Step by step, brick by brick, viewer by viewer, segment by segment, we're gonna keep this thing going. And let's see what I have written down here. Talk about creativity just a little bit. So I have, I won't say his name. I have a family member that always tells me about, these creative things that he wants to do, but he just doesn't have the equipment that he feels he should have to do it. And I'm just here to let y'all know, if you have an idea, you have to start. You can't say, I'm not going to start until I get this camera, or I'm not going to start until I get this computer. You have an
Mhm.
iPhone, right? Your phone is highly capable. You have to start bringing some of your creative ideas to life. You just can't let it go to the back of your burner, because there's always going to be something that you feel like you should have to provide better quality to your audience. I started Nothing Left to Do But Win with a cell phone. I had two cell phones, and I went on Facebook Live and I just started it up. And then here I am a couple years later with the community and memories and events that we done had. So,
Memories, my guy.
great
Memories.
great memories, great times. And yeah, if you got a creative endeavor, surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Go ahead, Rashid. I'm hogging the space here. Go ahead, you got it.
Like one day we're gonna sit down and we're gonna go through some of the memories we got. Like I uploaded some of the what's the word I'm looking for? The button pushing clips for me. They might not be button pushing for nobody else, but it
Yeah,
led to very interesting and engaging conversation. Because like you said, we got 63 episodes worth of memories that we can go through. So one day I would actually love to sit down and do that.
yeah. Now that's gonna be a real fun episode. We got some real timeless, like even like when we link up at Big Sleeps, we got footage of that. We got the cookout. We got plenty of clips from us being online. But
Man, listen.
yeah.
And
Now,
typically when we do ladies night and we do our Cash App giveaway, that's where the Cash App giveaway comes from. It's a clip that was posted some time ago, and we want to know if you could, if you actually watch the clip. If you watch the clip and you can get what we're talking about, then you'll be
young
What's
Chop
up, y'all?
official Gun Papa is in the building. What's up, brother?
Not much. I'm out here grilling. Just wanted to come in, check y'all out before the coal is ready. But nah, everybody looking good. Sheeta, how you doing, girl?
lovely. Shaka been chilling for the past couple of weeks. He be outside on the grill. He been on the trampoline with the kids. He living his best life right now. I love that for you.
Yeah. I can't even
I
hold
love
you.
that for you.
I can't even hold you. I haven't worked in out. Fuck. Yeah.
You living your best life right now. I love that.
Yeah, day in and day out. But what y'all talking about? What I miss?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. But I did. All right. So I had a conversation last week when I was at the dealership getting my car serviced. I had a conversation with Isaac Bunton, and I wish he was here, but we spoke about establishing yourself first at a young age before entertaining women. And it was a deep conversation that we had regarding that. And to all those young men out there in your teens, you're running around, hormones is raging, but trust, it is in your best interest. It is in your best interest to establish yourself first. Figure out a trade, figure out a goal, focus on generating revenue, acquiring a skill set, learning something before you spend time and energy with the opposite sex. I would encourage you, young man, learn something, earn something, build something before you do that, or you could find yourself drained, respectfully.
Stop chasing coochie and chase a career.
Piece of career. There you go. Because guess what comes with money?
Coochie.
Coochie.
Absolutely. But it's crazy that you say that, because I was talking to my nephew and his friends on Memorial Day, and the young man was like, yeah, I'm 19, I'm single to stay in the third. And I was telling him, you know, stay single as long as you can, focus on yourself, do what you need to do. All that other stuff will come later. You're only 19, you got plenty of time.
Yeah,
Plenty.
I mean, or if you could balance it out, but I mean, I don't know. If you can do both.
Now, here's something I would say, and this isn't like the norm, but unless you find a young woman who is patient, understanding, and supportive, and also has her own goals going on, you might be able to make that work. But at a young age, it is rare to find that. Because at a young age, we're all trying to figure ourselves out, all of us.
It's interesting that you say that, because that kind of leads into what we were discussing earlier. What I typically do is I send out the link and I ask for people to give me feedback, friends, family, whatever. And one of my friends, she watches the content and she really likes it. And she said she wants to know, she wants y'all's feedback. She specifically said she wants the both of y'all. So I'm glad y'all up here. She said, the man with the sunglasses, the host with the sunglasses, and the military man. This is what she said to me verbatim. So I'm going to call this segment, Am I a Fool? And sis, understand they are going to give you honest feedback, whether you like what they got to say or not. So this is the situation. This young lady is married. They've been married for, I don't know, 20 some odd years. They've been together since they were like teenagers in high school. And now they're married. They have a family, 2 children, all the good stuff. She is a stay-at-home wife. Her kids are a little older. I think they're like 13 and the other one is 18. And her husband earns a good living, 6-figure earner. They have all kinds of things. So she lives the soft wife era. She's in her soft era. She ain't got to do nothing she don't want to do. But that comes with, he's a cheater. And everybody knows that he's a cheater. So she's like, well, I lived this wonderful life, the life that, other women dream about having. But what should I do? Like, he's a cheater and everybody knows it. People be seeing him out. They be taking pictures and sending me pictures. And I got to lie and say that's, I know who that person is to stay in the third. She's like, I don't really know what to do. I had this very comfortable life, but he's a cheater. Like, am I a fool for staying with him? And they, like I said, they've been together for like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So what do you all think about that?
I mean, so she's not crazy for like even thinking about it. So it's not like an automatic, oh, I gotta get out of here. Because she got some points. She has a point. Mm-hmm. I mean, she should probably have a conversation with him about have a little better behavior in the local area. Like don't be out here like literally embarrassing me. Like, don't make it, you know what I mean? Like, it's being married for a long time has, especially when, homie out here doing it big for the 9/9/2000, rules kind of get a little moved around. Mm-hmm. So at best, what you could do, I mean, he shouldn't be out there disrespecting her. So, there's ways to do it with being discreet. So I think that's the most fucked up part. If she's not automatically fucked up about the situation, because it sounds like she's not. She sounds like, I'm kind of on the fence. So if you're on the fence, then that's kind of the wave. Then just talk to them. Just be more respectful about her feelings and her reputation around in the hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
because she know what he's doing.
Yeah.
We all do.
We all do.
So if I could, I just want to like reword it, and you let me know if I'm off here, Rashida. So they've been
Okay.
married for 20 years.
Yes.
So he proposed to her 20 years ago. They got a family. They got 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
They have a house,
2 of them.
2 houses. Oh, excuse me, 2 houses.
Mm-hmm.
6-figure guy.
Yep.
Handles all the bills.
Everything.
Is in the kid's life. Cleans up, mows the lawn, or pays for the service. Fixes the TV, whatever. But every other Friday, he might get a little coochie. What are you saying?
That's
But-
exactly what I'm saying.
But unfortunately, he's not discreet and respectful with the way he goes about it. So it makes her look a certain way publicly. And I personally feel like if she's on the fence, that's her biggest gripe. It's not that he's cheating. It's not that he's getting buns. She knows he's not going nowhere for the rest or whatever. But it's like, man, you gotta hit my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like, one, like you said, Shaka, no, she's not crazy for being on the fence, because she is living a lifestyle that a lot of people, not just women, a lot of people would love to live in, but it just comes with the infidelity. I saw that. She's not crazy for staying, because at the end of the day, you leaving that situation is like you let someone else get in between something that you've worked on and built for so long. Right?
20 years.
20 years. And I'm not justifying his actions, but I'm saying that if you're on the fence and not automatically committed to leaving or staying, and you're probably going to stay, but like Shaka said, you're going to have to converse with him about boundaries. Maybe you can't hit nothing in this area code. maybe the zip code is off limit. But if he's protecting himself, still providing the lifestyle, and she's okay with it, what works for her, works for her. But hopefully she's not going to work and her coworker like, I was with Avon last night. You know what I'm saying?
But and it's not like it is that a little bit, like not like I was with him, but girl, I seen him, like women or other people are texting her pictures of seeing him out with other women. And I would be horribly embarrassed. Like if that's y'all's dynamic, cool, do you, whatever. But I could see, like, that's embarrassing. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, and he needs to be more careful, because she can make a decision that would alter his life as well. So,
and I say this, like, it is what it is. Like, if that's what y'all going to do, that's what y'all going to do. But what my whole issue is, I don't understand why you got people out here like, yo, I seen Darren last night. This is who he with. Like, why can't you go out of town and do that?
yeah.
Why can't you do that?
It seemed like he can afford. It seemed like he can afford to travel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And okay, so this is my other question. This is the question that I have. If this was y'all situation, do you think it would be okay for her to have a side nigga?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Wait a minute.
No. Time out. Is she bringing in a 6-figure salary that is taking care of us in the family? No. Stay home. Stay home. You better not.
So time out. Hold on, time out. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you saying the man who's taking care of everything get to do what he want to do. But wait.
Go ahead.
Just saying he gets to do what he want to do, and she can't get a little dick on the side.
Why would she want some on the side? Is it out of spite because he's doing something? Is that why?
Mm-hmm.
For me,
is it your ego?
Is it your ego?
I feel like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you able to do it, why can't I?
Nah, but that's all right. So it's like the reason why I said that. The reason why I said, is she bringing in a 6-figure salary? Because that's his leverage in the situation. We got 2 houses. I pay for everything. You ain't got to work another day in your life. If I go lay up with Shelby for a night and come back home, you got to deal with it. Hey, but guess what? She's dealing with it. She is.
Don't be stressing me out.
She's looking at the cars in the driveway. And you know what she's thinking? Oh, he'll be back later. He'll be back tomorrow. She looking at them bills and that bank statement saying, you know what, he'll be home. Fuck it. Ain't even that serious.
Yeah.
Jesus. So okay, I hear what you're saying,
Come on,
Yeah.
let's talk about it.
but fuck all that. If you could get a little coochie on the side, why is it not okay if I'm taking care of home and I'm doing everything you asking me to do? You ain't got to worry about nothing on the home front, just like I don't have to worry about the bills being paid. You ain't got to worry about the kids. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Why can't I get a little dick on the side too? I don't understand.
Wow.
Make that make sense.
Wow. I just got a
Please
hole in
make
my
that make
stomach.
sense.
So honestly, there's two things. One is kind of obvious. Two, you ain't gonna like it. First one is, look, there's double standards in this world. I don't want to have no argument where we go like, oh man, it's a double standard, so we gotta take away the double standard. No. There's double standards, yo. I'm here for it. Things are different. We roll different, 100%. And also with no disrespect.
I already said
If he making six figures and if he got 2 houses, he could buy a maid. He could probably get a maid at the crib like twice a week. Easy money.
Now,
No disrespect. I'm just saying.
Now, I'm not saying that just because you make all this money, right? You're able to go out and just do whatever the fuck you want. But like,
that's what it sounds like.
But it's going to be difficult for someone to leave a situation where someone is providing to that level in today's society. That's just the reality of the situation. It's
kind of
Jesus.
the economy is cooked, yo. Economy is cooked.
He's here now, Rashida. This is how I'm gonna do this, Rashida. I'm gonna just pull you down for a second, right? Because I already know what's about to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a special guest back in the building. RBE's very own Show Off.
Yo,
Yo,
my guys. Yo, first and foremost, man,
a special episode. Nothing left to
I want to apologize. I want to apologize to my brothers and sisters at the Nothing Left to Do But Win podcast, bro. I know it's been a minute. And to the audience that tunes in, I know it's been a minute, but have no fear. I'm going to make some trouble today.
Have no fear. The pain in the ass is here.
I promise. Hey, listen, it's past that. You know why? Because I was watching. I was listening.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want your opinion on this because I know
I'm an asshole.
We want his
piss me
opinion.
off already.
We want his opinion bad.
I'm an asshole.
Go ahead, Rashida. Can you please direct your question to Mr. Showoff, please?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The question is she a fool?
Is what? Is she a whore?
Is she a fool?
A fool.
Is she a fool?
Okay.
This is the situation. A woman, she's been married. Her and her husband have been together for 20 plus years. He takes care of everything. 6-figure earner. They have properties together. They have a family together. She doesn't have to work. She's pretty much a stay-at-home soft wife. She does whatever she wants as far as buying things, going on trips. He takes care of everything.
Right. So basically, she won. Is what you're saying.
Hush. But
I'm just saying, in a nutshell, you're saying basically she got what every woman.
But the nigga is a cheater and he's not discreet at all. People have seen this man out and about.
Then he's not a cheater. If he's not discreet, he's not a cheater. Because a cheater is someone like, all right, let me explain this right here, right? Check this out. Like I'm not gonna form it in the phrase of a question, more like a statement, right? Do you want, ladies, do you want what you say you want? And if you do want it, right? Do you want it enough to deal with something? Because it seems like people expect perfection. Like You just said he's 6-figure earner. She does whatever she want, go on the vacations and trips she want, buy what she want, do whatever she want outside of another person, right? And if he's not trying to hide it, that means he's not a cheater. He's somebody who is literally flexing what he knows to be true, because he understands that all of the things that you might have pointed out about him, same way you noticed it and recognized it, the other women recognize it too. And depending on the age they are, she might be a fool. She might be a fool if she leaves.
Oh.
Because who's to say? You know what it is? I never understood that.
Oh, no, I
And it
got
go for guys too, but I never understood why people think that there's another one just because there's other ones out there. Nobody ever said you get to get one. Nobody said there was going to be another X, another future X. There's going to be a point in time when everybody, like men and women, I just feel like with women, it come a little sooner that nobody going to be checking no more.
Ooh.
Like, imagine walking down the street by the Million Man March and nobody whistle at you. I know that gotta hurt.
So crazy.
I know that gotta hurt. But is it right? No. I will never say it's right, but ain't nobody perfect. That's just the reality of it. Think about, like, even myself, I know for a fact, if I was pulling in millions of dollars, I'm fucking 100%, no discretion. Why? Because think about it like this. Men will smash a toilet tissue roll. That don't mean they care about the tissue. That don't mean that they in love with Scott. They're not in love with Markel.
I can't stand.
Think about this. Think about this. Is the other chick going on vacay? Is she in Cancun too? Or is she
Shout out to the viewership.
Yeah, shout out to the viewership. Shout out to the viewership.
Yes.
You continue.
What happened?
But can I ask you a question? So I'm gonna ask you the same thing I asked them. Mm-hmm. So with the information you have, would it be okay for her to get a little dick on the side?
Nah.
Oh my God.
I can tell you, I can explain why though. I don't know what everybody else's explanation was.
Let's go.
I can explain why.
Please do.
All right, check this out, right? Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like what gender you feel is the most precious and should be protected the most out of men and women?
I have sons and daughters, so I don't have an answer for that.
Protected.
I can't say one or the other.
Protected,
guarded, shielded. Vulnerability.
Come on.
And my answer is still the same.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question.
And I have a daughter.
All right, I understand that. And this has nothing to do with either of those because we talk about men and women, not girl and boy, even though they'll grow to be one. Separate that. What I'm saying is, out of the species on the planet, no matter what.
Make your point, sir. Make your point.
No, I'm asking. Because the thing is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a double standard, and I know it's not right. But seeing as hell for guys, if they go out there and they're promiscuous, say they contract something, they wear it on the outside. Whatever they contract, they wear it on the outside. When a woman contracts something, she wears it on the inside.
You do know I'm a healthcare professional, right?
Right. Exactly.
Okay. So I know that that's not completely true, right?
Why did you use the word completely? Is it true or false? One or the other. It can't be a shade of gray.
Because you can have something. No, you can have something and never. You can have something and no one would ever know unless
they wouldn't know, but you would. They wouldn't know. And check this out. They wouldn't know, but you would. And when it comes to the female, it always starts to develop inside first because she's entered. It always starts there. The reason I said that it wouldn't be good is because 9 times out of 10, if she never had the thought to go get new dick, then it's a spite thing. It's something that's done not because she want to smash somebody else, but because her feelings are hurt. But again, I always go to the same point. It's not saying that her feelings don't have a right to be hurt, but check this out, right? When a woman says, yo, I want to be his everything, once again, does she know what that entails? Is she really
Ooh.
willing to be his everything? And if she did want to be his everything, what if the everything he wanted her to be was tolerant? She
Go ahead,
can't.
Rashida.
So you said something that I want to respond to. You said it would be out of spite. Do you know how many women get attention and there are men attracted to them and they are just turning it down just like y'all do? The same things happen for us. So why do you think that it would be out of spite? What I'm saying to you is a lot of
Because her
times,
nature is not to just go get random D from
let me
everywhere.
tell you something. A lot of times women have to be a lot more intentional about not entertaining another man because we get just as much attention, if not
Y'all
a
get
little
more
bit more.
attention. Y'all get
So
way
we
more.
have
I
to
can
be
prove
very
it.
intentional about not entertaining other
That
people.
further proves my point, though.
Why do you think that it would just be out of spite for her to deal with somebody else? It could be just that she ran up on a nigga that caught her eye.
It's not.
Let me
It's
answer this.
not. Watch this, bro. She just
All right, go
answered
ahead.
it herself. I just want to point out her own words. Yo, you just said women are naturally intentional, and their nature is to deny and say no, right? And if you're her man, you're the one who already said what needed to be said to get the yes, right?
Oh, you asking me? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh,
So that's how you
here
know.
goes another
That's how
one.
you know she wasn't looking nowhere else, because you can't look two directions at once. And she obviously saw something in the one she picked to keep. She saw something there. Now, once she found out the information, this how you know it's spite, because it didn't happen prior. It didn't happen prior.
Now let me jump in right there, brother. All right, let me take all that. Let me talk to my sister Rashida. First off, shout out to A-Rec the Dom in the building. New A-Rec and Chaotic Flame coming soon. New A-Rec
old head?
Flame coming soon. Shout out to my nigga
What up,
A-Rec
old woman?
in a second.
Where your
brother.
glasses?
Had you rocking out with us. So Rashida, hold up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So the name of the segment is She a Fool, right?
Yes.
She would be a fool to go out and get her something on the side. Because what happens when she does that? What does she lose? Exactly. Let me bring back up the panel.
What do you mean? What does she lose?
Let me pull back
You know
down.
what? I'm a little too emotionally invested in this.
But this is the thing.
I just don't like the responses that y'all are giving because they think it's giving double standard and weird, and I don't like that.
So look, there are double standards in life. We got to stop acting like there's a level playing field on shit. There are, unfortunately or fortunately, there are double standards.
So
right?
can I ask this question? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So what I want to go ahead. You got it. Just ask, and then I'll bring the panel back up. Go ahead.
So if it were the other way around, if she were the six-figure earner and she was taking care of all of the things that he is doing, and maybe he's not a stay-at-home husband, maybe he works and just doesn't earn what she does, would it be okay for her to get some dick on the side?
Now, because that'll make homie a bitch. I'll bring back up the panel. All right.
100%.
That ain't cool.
100%.
Make him a bitch.
Oh my God.
I mean, if he down to stay in a situation like that, I guess I mean,
no. You know what the truth is? If he stays in that situation, then the chick who thinks that she's a wife is really just the side chick he's benefiting from, right? If he's allowing her to do all of that, she not really his main John. He just living that lifestyle, taking that money until whatever. That's what I would assume. If someone is staying while a chick is going out getting all this extra stuff, but she makes six figures, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's
hey yo, just back to the double standard thing. Hey yo, Sheeta, I've never won an argument with my wife in my fucking life. Where they do that at? Where the fuck they do that at?
Oh my God.
There's double standards all over the place. But yo, I gotta get to it. It's good to see y'all.
Post pictures of that food you making.
Yeah, show us the food.
Show us the grill. Peace.
He don't want to show us the grill. That raw.
I don't think he done.
That raw salmon sliding off the grill.
But that also goes back to a clip I wanted to. That this was a hot button issue for us quite some time ago.
Yeah.
I feel like if you are in a relationship, your previous body count doesn't matter unless y'all decide that it matters. Don't say nothing. If it matters to you, y'all should have that discussion beforehand and then decide how y'all are moving forward. Now, once y'all together, and as long as the body count doesn't increase, we cool.
Now,
That's how I feel. And before, don't you say a word. Before you say anything, I'm gonna just play this clip.
all right.
If
go
her
ahead.
body count matters, should yours?
Of course
Absolutely.
not. Absolutely not.
I know good and hell well you ain't say that.
We got a gulag. We got a
Absolutely
gulag.
You did not say that.
I know a
Absolutely
gulag when I
not.
see one. Let's
I
go.
can tell you why it doesn't matter. That's the
Please
difference.
tell me why. Let me
All
hear
right.
this foolishness.
So
I'm gonna be
watch
quiet.
this. So, okay, that's no problem. Watch this. Number one, women do not have a history of seeking out virgin men.
Oh,
Do you know why? Do you know why? Because women like experienced men. They don't like teaching men anything, especially how to please them. So women like experienced men. And in order to become an experienced man, you have to have multiple partners. Because the more partners you have, the more likely you are to satisfy a new woman. Men like inexperienced women. Facts. It's just the facts. The less experience you have, why? Because men don't mind teaching their partner anything or guiding them with anything. That's a part of.
Wow.
Let me just say this. Hold on, before we say anything else. I don't bump heads with anybody else on this platform more than I bump heads with that man right there. Nobody else. I don't bump heads with anybody else as much as I do with him.
All right. Now hold up. For those who don't know, A-Rec is in the building. Sir A-Rec, how you doing, brother?
I'm cool, man. How y'all doing?
Oh, good, man. We were how can we like catch A-Rec up to speed on the original conversation regarding the Am I a Fool? Can you give him some context?
Did you hear any of that?
I heard a little bit of it before I came in.
Okay, so the situation is husband and wife, they've been together for 20 plus years. They have a nice family, son and a daughter. The husband is a six-figure owner. They have properties together. He takes care of all of the bills. She's a soft wife. She don't work. All she do is stay home, take care of the house. But the nigga is not, he's a cheater and he's not discreet at all. She wants to know, she's watching, by the way. She wants to know, is she a fool for staying?
Yeah.
She is a fool for staying?
Yeah.
And why do you feel that way?
Once you tired, right? That's
Hold
how
on.
I feel. Once you tired. If y'all like, I go by the standards. Like, if you married, then it doesn't matter who the breadwinner is. I mean, once I'm tied in, I'm tied in. I'm locked in forever. I mean, but once that bond is broken, like it's over.
Her.
I don't care how anybody see it.
We can't
That's
hear you,
just how I
so
feel.
you might have to go out and come back in. We can't hear you.
I said once that bond is broken, like it's over. I mean, I don't care how you see it. I mean, if we married together, we married, we locked in
So
until death or that divorce do us part. Like I mean, and that's the divorce right there. I mean, once somebody motherfucking break that bond between the other person, then it's over. I don't care how you see it.
understood. So A-Rec, so you saying that if you are a six-figure earner and you have a lady, a household, and a family, there's no way you getting no other butt, no other pussy, no nothing. You locked into the family. What you saying? No matter what.
I'm locked in.
Respect. And I'm glad we got another perspective up here. But we do have show off. Can you talk?
Yo, y'all get me?
We
Yes,
can hear
yes.
you now.
Yeah.
All right, say I definitely respect what he's saying. I just feel like women, because he right. When somebody fed up, they fed up and they dip. But that's the point. That's how you know she ain't there yet, because she's still asking. Women don't ask when they make a decision and they fed up. They leave. You get what I'm saying? And then the thing is pros and cons. Like
That depends on what type of caliber of woman you dealing with.
right. Think about it like this. Remember we was having a convo when I was like, yo, and I told you I was having a conversation with a woman and I asked her, like, would you die for your child? And she said, yeah. And then I called her a liar. And then she got mad, and I was like, well, how you expect me to believe you'll die for this kid and death is permanent and you won't even deal with 18 years of unhappiness for the same child's sake, right? So it's like, bro.
Question. I have an answer to that, but go ahead.
But who wants to deal with unhappiness for 18 years? If you're not happy, you might as well just leave.
But listen, think about it like this. Listen to what I just said. This is the same person who say for the same child they'll die, meaning that there's no emotion. You're dead. You're gone. There's no emotion to feel. There's no happiness, sadness. There's no joy. There's nothing. You're gone. So that's why I said it's hard to believe that you would die, which is permanent, when you're not willing to deal with something that's temporary, because eventually that child will be grown and gone. Just like we was once children and now we're grown and our parents can't tell us shit and they're not responsible for us no more. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Listen,
like,
I would die for my child.
Bullshit, Charmaine.
I would
That's
die for my
bullshit.
child, but my sister always told me, you know what I mean? And the women, the older women in my family always told me, you don't have to be in a motherfucking relationship to motherfucking handle your business as a person to take care of your children.
no,
So
sure
when I mean
no,
that
sure you don't.
I die for my kids, I die for my kids. But I ain't staying in no relationship that motherfucking make them happy.
But to make your kids happy, then you love you more than your children. That's all I mean. And there's nothing wrong with that.
So let
That,
me
that's that,
let me respond to that. When you say you're staying in an unhappy situation for the sake of your kid, you have to think about the potential damage you're causing to your children. If you are unhappy with a person, what you're ultimately teaching them is it doesn't matter how you feel. This is you're just going to stay in this regardless if it's affecting your mental or your physical health or not. You're also teaching said children how you deserve to be treated. So to
Right.
say you should stay in it anyway,
That's also assuming that their young mind. That's also assuming that their young mind could even understand adult problems to be able to say, "Oh, that's not good." Most of them
do you
don't.
think a
Most of the
16-year-old doesn't
decisions.
understand that?
Who?
Do you think a 16-year-old doesn't understand that? Because you said for
You think a
18 years,
10-year-old don't understand that?
right?
No, I mean, you know what I think?
A
I think that
5-year-old see,
hold on,
but
listen.
if
I'm
it's
gonna
a
tell you what I
5, oh,
think.
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you what I think. I think most parents pick and choose when they treat their kids like kids and when they treat them like a homie or an adult. I think that's what usually happens. I think that whether it's 10 years old, if it was 10 years old in a situation where, say, they was outside playing around and police ran down on them and put them in cuffs, you'll be like, that's a child, 10 years old. But that same 10-year-old, you expect to understand grown adult relationship situations. It makes no sense to me.
I have a
You know what I'm
question.
saying? I think a lot of the times we just assume
All
that
right.
it's for them, or that's the rationale we give ourselves so that we can feel good within ourselves for the decision we make that affect others.
Boom. There you go. All right. I have a question for Rashida too. I just wanted to pull a panel down and I'm bring you back up, but I do have a question. So Rashida, are you saying that two people who are unhappy with each other are unable to raise a child in a positive environment?
Yes. You know why? Because for the reasons that I just said. When two people don't really rock with each other, you can not only see it, but you feel it. Like y'all come in the room and y'all might not be openly showing it, but you can feel when two people don't rock with each other. And I think that that's a terrible dynamic to raise any child in.
So it's just better for that to just not be a thing for them to never see, for them to just grow up with one parent instead, then is what you're saying would be the preferred route.
I think it's better for a child to grow up with two parents who are happy separately than that are miserable together. That's what I
understand that. You do understand that joy and happiness is fleeting, though, right? Like, I understand we say it's for the kids, right? But one of the best things or qualities that adults have is being able to, that's like me going to a job. I hate this job, but I also understand that for me to be able to live out here, I need to have this job. So it's also teaching your child that though there may be things they experience they don't like, for the better good or greater good of the situation, outside of how you may personally feel in the moment, sometimes you have to go through things to get through things. Because think about it. The only thing you learn in happy moments is how to celebrate more. It's usually through trial and tribulation that our character grows.
I don't disagree with that part, but I wholeheartedly disagree with being with somebody for the sake of the children if you are unhappy, because I can tell you, children, they're not blind to that. They really aren't.
Right.
You
So let
think
me
they
ask you a question.
should,
How come
they do.
guys don't leave then?
I'm not
How
a
come
man. I don't know.
no, listen, listen what I'm saying. Just listen to real quick. How come the guy usually doesn't leave? They get put out. I'm pretty sure they wasn't happy with that young lady either, but they said, fuck it, I'm here though.
Are
You
you
know
All
asking
right.
why?
me to answer?
I could kind of answer that shit.
Go ahead, A-Rec.
Like me and my child's mother, and I mean, we was good in the beginning and everything like that. I mean, a little bit down the road,
Can't hear you,
we
bro.
started getting real rough.
There you go.
I mean, and I said a lot of shit started getting rough between me and my shorty, me and my BM and everything like that. I mean, so at that stage, like when shit started to get rough, my daughter was probably like 5. My son my son was a little bit older and everything like that. I mean, until like 2020 and everything like that, when they got a little bit old, like they started seeing it. They started seeing it and feeling the tension that me and her had between each other. I mean, so it started affecting them. They started acting out just like how we would act out.
Yep.
I mean, so why would I mean, and
How'd
it
they
got to
start
that
feeling
point,
it?
like we kept talking about separating and all that type of stuff. Me as a man, I'm gonna try to do as much as I can to
For
motherfucking make
sure.
shit work. Know what I mean, but it gets to that point when you get tired of that. I mean, when you was talking about, know what I mean, the job situation, I need this job to make sure everything is good. Know what I mean, for the family and stuff like that. That's a necessity. Your kids
So
are
is
your
raising your
obligation.
child and being in their
Is
life.
that no? My kids are my obligation.
No, it's a necessity once you have them. You know why? Because the same way you teaching them and growing them, they're also teaching and growing you. That's why you're more
And by me
responsible as a father
staying
than you
and
are as a
being
grown man.
keep arguing, going back and forth, bickering and fighting with
That's a choice
the
though.
the
That's a
the
choice. When I was young,
it's not a
my elders
choice.
said
It's
stay
not a
out of
choice
grown
when
folks' business.
somebody is going through it. They can hear you, bro. Like they can hear you
Yeah,
in the
but
other room. And they
that's
don't even
because
have
y'all
to
don't
be in
have
the
discretion in the
same room.
household, bro. That's because that's lacking self-control and control of the situation. Why? Because
It
when you
doesn't.
was
I'm
young,
not saying it's always me.
no,
It
not you,
really was never
not you.
always
I'm not
me.
saying you. I'm not
But
talking
when
about you
somebody
personally,
else
bro.
is out of control, the other person, the other parent is out of control in the situation and doesn't know how to hold their temper or anything like that, it still affects the household. So
I
we came up
understand.
to the agreement to split.
No, I
That
get
was
you.
the
I
best
understand
decision
what
of
you're
our
saying, bro.
lives.
I understand what you're saying, bro. All I'm saying is happiness is fleeting, bro. Every emotion you ever felt, you never felt for longer than an hour, bro. Do you know how many emotions you feel in an hour span? And you a guy. Imagine
Yeah,
how many a woman feels, bro. If
I
if a
understand that.
if
But
one
sometimes you gotta
mood,
learn how to put your emotions to the side because you're an adult, right?
but that's the point that I'm making. The only way children will be affected by grown situations is if those grown-ups choose to do it in front of those kids.
That's not
When I
true.
was when I
That's
was
not
young,
true.
hold
Hey,
on,
bro. All right, I got a question for you.
listen real quick.
All
Listen,
right,
this is
go
the
ahead.
Hold
I'm
on,
last
gonna
hold
ask
on,
my
statement I
hold on.
question
make.
after.
Let him
I
try and
promise
make
this is the
his
last
point.
statement. When I was a kid, you know what old folks used to say? Stay in the child's
Say out of
place.
grown.
Stay out of
Yeah,
grown folks' business.
Did
And
you?
anytime they had a personal conversation, you know where they would send us? In the back room so we couldn't hear them because they understood that that wasn't for us. But now,
I understand that.
parents are their children's homie. That's the
So let
problem.
me
They
ask you
I
this.
friends.
always hold on, Rashida. I used to get come down on from my children's mother because I was stern on my children.
Fire. They need that.
She used to be like, "Yo, you're too hard on them." Da, 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 da. I'm like, "No, I'm teaching them. I'm not their friend."
Right. Smart.
So when you say like our generation is way different from the old generation. We don't do half of the shit that the old generation used to do.
And the
Plain and
world is
simple.
worse. And the world is worse.
The world is worse. Yes. So
Right.
different people, different attitudes, and more attention to everything that's going on. Now, I mean, so when you get to the question I wanted to ask you, are you going to stay in a abusive relationship when she can't control her hands or anything around anybody? Are you going
No,
to
that's
stay in that
different.
relationship for the? No, it's the same thing.
No, it's
Mental,
not.
physical, and all that type of abuse is the
No,
same
it's
thing.
not. No, it's not, because I'm a man. There's no way a woman could mentally abuse me or emotionally abuse me, bro.
Not true.
It's very true. You know
Okay,
why? I'm gonna tell
So
you why. I'm
to
gonna
okay,
your
explain. Look,
point,
look,
to
look,
your
listen.
bro.
point, you can
I can
choose.
Bro,
explain.
I like to call myself a manly man, and
Let me tell you. I can
I'm
tell you
very
why though.
nonchalant about shit. I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit. But that moment when I went through a mental fucking crisis because of the person that I was with was really ticking me off to the point like I cannot be around this person, bro. It's a different situation. Maybe you haven't gone through it, maybe you haven't experienced it. I mean, but when you do meet that person that really pushes you to your last little bit of strength that you have as that man to motherfucking keep that little bit of sanity or keep from destroying the fucking shit that you fucking built so big and highly, you will never understand it.
I, if I could, first off, that was a great point. I just want to chime in and say, if anyone is out there and you're in an abusive relationship, especially physically, you need to figure out how to get out of that situation. I feel like if there's physical abuse involved, that is something that is a complete deal breaker. Nobody should be putting their hands on anyone, and I'm pretty sure we could all agree. I feel like that, for the people who are just tuning in, the context here, and this is not how we worded it, but it's like, is the best form of child support staying together, right? I guess that's a simple way to put it. But what I'm going to do is bring everybody back up. Yeah, let's continue the conversation.
So wait a minute. To your point, I 100% agree.
Before this
If
phone got
you are in a situation where it is not maybe not necessarily physically abusive, but mentally abusive, it's definitely time to go. And you may not be able to get up and leave in that moment, but it may be time to come up with an exit strategy to figure out what's the best move for you. You got it.
Christina, I just got your text message.
No,
You're crazy as hell.
you
Proceed.
don't mind. But anyway,
I mean, it don't matter for real. But go ahead.
that should be a thing. As a human being, period, you do choose what is affecting you. And some people are able to just be like, you know what, she talking to me all crazy, I don't care, whatever. But not everybody is able to do that. If you are not in a situation where you're able to, or you even want to, the best thing for you to do is get up and get out, or at least come up with an exit strategy so you can get up and get out. Because at the end of the day, the things that affect the parents will affect the children. And I heard what you said, and I do agree with you. You do got to tell kids to stay in a child's place and get out of grown folks' business. But how many times did you actually mind your business? How many times did you actually
All the
listen
time,
to
because I
focus?
ain't want to get my ass beat, and that's when kids still got beat. That's the problem.
You fucking
That's the
liar.
problem.
You can't tell me that somebody told you to go upstairs and mind your business, and at least not one time that you didn't listen.
Bro,
Go ahead and
I'm
tell
gonna
a
keep
lie.
it 100. Me
Go ahead
personally,
and
I
tell
ain't
a
had no
lie.
guardian. Listen, I ain't had no guardian since I was 13. I'm gonna keep it all 1,000. I'm the product of two fiends. So if it come to parental guidance and all that, I ain't really never have none of that. I've been outside since young, right? But
Okay, so I understand where you're coming from. I
but
mean,
no, what I'm saying is this though, as far as like think about this, right? Based on what y'all saying, no adult will ever have accountability. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because think about, let me ask you a question, right? Is it not true the one undisputed fact is the only thing in life you can control is yourself?
Right.
So then would it not become a choice if you wind up blacking out and then doing something you can't take back? Is that not
Nobody's
a choice?
disputing that.
Was you not controlling your body? Because the judge gonna say they not hearing temporary insanity. They still gonna treat you like like the world gonna treat you.
Nobody's disputing that. You're absolutely right.
Right. Then that's what I'm saying. If it's self-control, and like I would never say in my mind a physical abuse, That's something totally different. You got to be one. You got to be a bold ass woman to put your hands on a man. You got to be super bold for that. You know what I'm saying?
And if you do, you better expect to get hit back.
Where's that shit? Listen.
But look, if you say how you saying it, you saying I mean, if you allow a woman or anybody, a man or a woman to talk to you however they motherfucking want to talk to you, that's gonna lead up to them being like, all right, cool, I got this off. Let me motherfucking see what else. That leads up to the I'm gonna go out and do whatever the fuck I want. Now I mean, I'm gonna start cheating and all this type of stuff. Then once you let them do that, oh cool, now I can talk to them how I want to and motherfucking do whatever the fuck I want to. Let me see how far else I could go. That's when the abuse start coming in and the physical motherfucking shit come in because you're letting them. It's levels to that shit.
But
And
you can't
before you even
control
get to that
nobody.
abuse level, why don't you just leave?
No, but that's the thing. When you inserted abuse, it changed the dynamic completely because the original topic wasn't about physical abuse. It was about being
I'm
cheated
just saying
on.
mental. Yeah,
It's
that's what
about
I'm
being
saying.
cheated
I
on.
mean, that's what I'm saying.
I
It's
don't tell
levels to the
nobody.
shit.
I wouldn't tell nobody to stick around if hands being put on them. And I'm gonna keep it 100, man or woman, bro. You get hit if you're a woman and you know you can't whoop his ass. Go find a man that can. Go get a cop. Go. It's a whole bunch of different things out here to combat the guys that you're not stronger than. And fellas, if you out here and a woman is bold enough to be putting hands on you, bro,
Hit that ass back.
no, hell no. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know why? He gonna lose. If you hit her back, you gonna lose because you hit harder and hustle.
Oh,
Hold on,
Jesus.
blacked off for a second. Yeah, for one, yeah, nobody hit nobody. All right. If you're a woman out here and you hit, if you're a man and you get hit by a woman, you need to have resilience. You just need to endure and you need to just get out of the vicinity. The last thing you want to do is attack a woman because let's say it goes to the extreme, right? You hit the woman, she calls the police, you get in lockup. You're in the precinct. They're taking your information. You get to your cell. The CEO slips. The CEO slips your cellmate your papers, your information, and you in this motherfucker for the domestic violence. So they're gonna see if you keep that same energy amongst the men. The last thing you want to do, good brothers, the last thing you want to do out there is attack a female. That's the last thing you want to do. Now, if it's a life-threatening situation, your knife pulled on you or something, gotta do what you gotta do. But there are few instances where it's that extreme. You gotta learn how to get out of there, take the hit, and get up out of there, bro. For real.
so wait a minute. We went way left on that.
Way left. Way left.
So I'm gonna ask this final question, and we just gonna move on because we've been talking about this for an hour.
It's been great. It's been great.
It's been very interesting.
I
So
came in at the craziest time.
Yeah.
the question at hand is she a fool for staying with a man who is taking care of her completely, even though he's cheating and not discreet?
A fool knows when a fool is being fooled. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like,
Well,
like
damn.
well, yeah. If now that we're back on context, like I said, I like Show said, there's some people out there who would think she's a fool for leaving just off the strength of the lifestyle she's living. Now, if she's okay with getting cheated on and getting publicly ridiculed just to live that lifestyle, that's on her. That's
your business, sis.
her and that dude. Because check it.
And it's crazy
There
because
are
there's a
women
lot of
that
people
stay
that's
with,
going through that. A
yeah,
lot of
and
people live that life.
there's women that stay with broke ass niggas that do the same thing. So you think she ain't
Right.
gonna stay with the nigga that got 2 houses, 3 BMWs, and it's to each his own. If you can take that and you're okay with that, fine. But there's a bunch of people who are not going to be okay with that. I
But that
personally
also shows the type of woman or man that they are.
fact on both sides of the coin.
Yep,
That's a
on
fact.
both sides.
Both sides of the
On
coin.
both sides.
Yo, hopefully your cousin / friend that's watching, I hope that she was edified by us conversing about this and she brought this episode to life.
She did. She definitely did.
As we approach the hour mark, I want to know if there's anything else that you guys want to cover. We this was a good one.
This was very, very interesting to say the least. But I will say that moving forward, we definitely got to stop sending the link to show off because nobody on this entire
Nah, show off
entire
the homie.
network pisses me off the way that he does. And I have a feeling he does that shit on purpose. But
you know why he do it.
that's just
You
that's
know
just my,
why.
that's
You
my,
know why that happens. But yeah, shout out the show. Shout out the show. Shout out the show.
I really want to play this Candace Owens clip.
No,
I'm gonna save that for ladies' night. We're gonna talk about that on ladies' night.
perfect, because it would be more well received if the lady spoke about that respectfully. That's a good idea. We're not going to have such a fire pod and go in that direction. Like, we're good. This is an episode. Honestly, it's a wrap. This is a hold up.
Oh shit.
Yo,
Hey,
my
he
bad,
back.
you hard.
So
He
I have a
back.
question for everybody.
Had to do my husband doozy and help bring the bags up.
Yeah.
Now, what's up? What's the question?
Right,
What's the question?
that's what I'm never doing. My sons carry all the bags. But let me ask y'all this. I asked this question to all the ladies on ladies' night, and the responses, they were what they were. So finish this statement. I really liked her until she. Who would like to go first?
Say it again. What's the statement? I really
liked her until she. Finish that statement.
Started talking.
Disrespect.
This is a setup question, bro. This is a setup question, dog.
The disrespect.
Nah, I liked her until I asked her a 5th grade math problem. That's when I got
Damn.
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 like, yo, what's
Damn,
8
bro.
times 6? Oh, I'm out of it.
But you know what? No, to your point, I did family trivia night with my sons, and I found out that in certain areas I am not smarter than a 5th grader. Like, maybe I just forgot some things because I'm old now, but I was in here like, damn, like I don't know that. So
I'm gonna keep it 100.
go ahead.
I'll do it. All right. I really liked her until she started bad mouthing her pops.
Now that I agree with. But to your point, it could be that she only got one side of the story. If she only got one side of the story, then that's understandable.
True.
Yo, put a pin there, because Rashida, we have to talk about that. I seen a post the other day that said this was to all boys and girls, women and men. Go ask your father his
side of the story. I saw that too.
Because they don't really hear the other side. They're not ready for the other side.
You know what? That I think that is so important. We're gonna talk about that. But before we get there,
hold on.
I need your answer.
Don't switch. Hold on. You think that's very important? Is that what you said?
To get your father's side of the story, yeah.
Yeah. So it's more important.
Before you go there, time out. We gotta get his answer, and we can circle back to this.
It's more important to get his side of the story than his presence.
Oh shit!
Oh my God!
This is why I said we're gonna circle back to that, because it's so many levels to that. So we're gonna come back to that. I don't think that I'm trying to skip out on that. We're definitely coming back to that. But
This nigga's a battle rapper for real.
I can't stand him. I can't stand him. He makes me sick. So wait, let's just get back to the question at hand.
All right.
No. I really liked her until she.
Come on, A-Rec.
Yo, I'm gonna have to go with Show, like not just her father, but just any dude that she ever dated.
Yeah.
Anybody before me. She badmouthed the person before me, then what's next?
Because you know what that really is? If that's a lack of accountability, because if every man you got with ain't shit, that's a you problem. You take you everywhere you go. And if you keep running into ain't shit niggas, that's you the problem. You the problem.
I got a lot of shit I can say I don't like, but I'm gonna leave that shit alone.
Keep it PR, yeah.
You take you everywhere you go. And if you keep running into ain't shit niggas, there is a problem with your method of selection.
There we go.
You might be the problem. You are the problem.
Why we always gotta act like the ain't shit nigga ain't the one that y'all like for real? Why you
Uh-oh.
gotta act like
Niggas
y'all
like
ladies?
they like
Hold
ain't
on, let
shit.
me
A
ask you,
lot of females like ain't shit ass
Oh
niggas, man.
bruh.
no, you know what?
How
That's
come
not the
y'all always
truth. It's
paint it
not.
as I was the
You want me
victim
to
of an
answer?
ain't shit man?
You
Y'all
want me to
start
answer the
with
question? Do you want to
okay.
answer to that? For real, for real?
Mhm.
99.9% of the time, a woman will deal with an ain't shit nigga is if the dick is phenomenal.
There you go. Thank you for being
99.9% of the
I
time.
agree with that.
Thank you
I
for
agree
being
with that.
99.9% of the
I
time.
agree as
It's
well.
I
just,
agree with that.
it's a matter of what you are willing to deal with.
Now you see the difference.
But you want to know something? The dick
I
don't even
do.
have to be phenomenal. Y'all just like the rush of the thrill of this motherfucking whole situation.
Yeah.
Even past that, bro. Think about it like this, right?
Heavy Alistair.
Women
Look,
lie,
watch
men
this, yo,
lie.
chaotic, full
Know what I
circle,
mean?
right?
So ain't shit ass woman love a ain't shit ass nigga.
Ooh,
Watch how, look, watch how, yeah, watch how, look, watch how I
you
told
saying
full circle,
something.
right?
Go ahead, Joe.
Watch this.
Oh, yo.
Hey, yo, check this out. So remember earlier I was saying with the original topic about the dude and why she shouldn't want a side dude, and I said because a dude will smash a sock or a toilet roll tissue, right? Do you see what I'm saying? She just said if it's too good, it makes them crazy. It makes them irrational thinkers.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm a
Now,
good nigga with great dick.
full circle. This is why she shouldn't have one, even if he do. This is why she should. This is why, because we handle sex very different.
Yes, we
It
Way
do.
don't matter
different.
how hard a man come. That shit ain't gonna make. First off, most of the time after a man come and he look over, you know what he see? He see a chick
Get
in his
out.
crib.
Mm.
She may look. She might listen, cause this
Get
called
out.
post. Look, it's called post nut clarity.
You ain't never lied because women
It's a
have those
real
too.
thing.
It
Mhm.
is. It's a real thing. I
It's a
don't
real
disagree.
thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And
So
that's why, ladies, before you go get with that raggedy nigga, before you lay up with him,
Nah, he raggedy.
sis, get you a toy.
We need to
You
talk
don't
about
even
that.
want to go over that nigga house no more.
Rashida, you new to the game.
You're right, but I'm telling you,
You don't even got
get you
enough
a toy.
experience to talk
You
about that.
won't. I can tell you, if you need to get it real bad, so much so that you
I'm
willing to
eating
go
my
deal with
wine on
raggedy
this
nigga,
one.
sis, get it yourself. There are, and you know what I'm learning.
Fellas, if y'all
You know what
motherfuckers
I'm
don't want to
learning?
deal with no raggedy
Hold on.
ass
Do
female,
you
get
know
you a
what I'm
poppy.
learning? Do you know what I'm learning? Like shout out to the my good girlfriends because they've been putting me up on some things.
What's up?
There are all kinds of toys out here, all kinds of them. So before you go get with that raggedy nigga that's about to waste your time and potentially ruin your peace, sis, just go get a toy. Okay, that's it.
Now, if I would
Saying go
definitely
out for the
jack that.
fellas.
I would definitely jack that if that was enough, and all that women on a majority
It
scale
ain't
would
enough.
want.
True.
But
It ain't.
most women, like that sound more like niggas. Like niggas don't care about being held and stuff. That's why we could go buy some box and never see this chick again and never even think about her again. But most of the time, even if say a woman say, look, I just want to smack, blah, 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 right?
There goes
Most
some
of the time
bullshit.
afterwards,
There goes some
for her not to
bullshit.
mentally or emotionally feel some way, she wants you to hold her. So a dildo and a toy can't do that. They can't do that. See,
Now hold on, time out. Rashida,
Okay.
Rashida, hold on, Rashida. You telling me that aftercare don't mean nothing? Stop it. Here we go.
Aftercare is important, but 90, like I said, 99.9% of the time, if you know that's an ain't shit nigga, you don't need that nigga to hold you.
Listen, I know
You right
some
here.
girl,
You
I know
right
some
here.
girl.
You
Shit,
right
look,
here.
You see, I got the cup up. I got the
You
cup up.
right here. You know
I can
exactly
honestly
what I'm
say,
talking about.
fellas, I can honestly say there are some women that just they don't give a fuck about being held or anything like that. They want that.
You
They
know
need that.
exactly what I'm
Wham,
talking
bam,
about.
thank you. Shoo. Like
And I'm getting up and
they'll
going
be out
home.
of it. Like they be
So
out
let me ask
there
you a
just like
question.
men.
You ain't never got to worry about rolling over and seeing me until I get myself together. I'm
Let me
not
ask you a
staying
question then.
nowhere. I ain't spending the night nowhere.
Is
Like,
that her nature?
You in the
Or
kitchen
is
making
is that her nature, or is that what she was turned into?
I
That's
feel
the
as though that
question.
was her nature.
Is that her nature to not want to be held and to just want to smash and dip? Or was that who she was morphed into? What was her nature? Because that's who most women want to revert back to. That's why in an unnatural situation, it'd be panic and uncertainty.
damn.
you
Yeah,
know what I find is interesting about you specifically, Mr.
that's different
Troublemaker?
once feelings are involved. If the feelings are not involved and it's just wanted to be wanted, then there's no reason for it.
It's because I'm a
Exactly.
reformed piece of shit that's still a piece of shit trying to become reformed. That's all. That's pretty much
That's
what
why we
bothers the
have
world
ancient
about me.
niggas and ancient females. It will never change, bro. The game never changes. It gets older.
Now
That's
hold on.
it. It
If
just
I
gets older.
let me just jump in here real quick. I want to remind y'all this has been and is Nothing Left to Do But Win podcast, episode 63. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the youtube.com/@ Nothing Left to Do But Win. We are a network. You never know what type of content is going to be uploaded. Could be making beats. We could be potting. It could be ladies' night. We could be interviewing someone in the crump community. We could be interviewing someone in the music industry. Stay tuned. We got some big things coming. I'm going to bring the panel back up. We're actually going to close out in the next couple minutes. So I'm going to bring the panel back up for like a little final discussion for the next 5 minutes. But we're going to close this one out. Once again, this has been Nothing Left to Do But Win podcast, episode 63. Like, comment, subscribe. SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame. YouTube.com/@ Nothing Left to Do But Win. Bringing my co-host and panel
So,
back.
to your point, we definitely got a lot of content coming forward. There are at least 3 separate shows that is being developed behind the scenes. We got a lot of content coming. We got a lot of content that's already posted. So be on the lookout. We doing big things. We got a lot coming up. But speaking on content that was previously posted, I'm going to pull up this clip.
All right.
Just watch it.
All right, let's get it.
But I'm going to tell y'all this again. My dad said y'all all invited to the cookout.
Listen,
Hey, yo,
I'm here for it.
I'm
I'm
showing up.
invited.
I'm bringing bottles and I'm bringing. Look, hey, I'm gonna have my wife cook some shit. I'm definitely popping out. You all right?
You
Oh,
ain't bringing
God.
bottles, not today.
I'm bringing
No, you're
Twisted
not.
Teas and Plan Bs.
She
Oh,
said
what?
Twisted Tea. Shouts out to
Twisted Teas
Twisted
and
Tea.
Plan Bs is crazy.
Oh my God.
Shouts out to Char's face right now. Everybody look. It's not changing.
Yo, that's
It's
a
not
fact.
changing right now.
Nah, you
Yo,
can't
she
tell
on
Char
timeout.
today.
She on timeout. That was
You can't tell her
egregious.
shit today.
That was a little
We see you.
excessive. She on timeout for a little bit.
Oh my God.
All right, clip.
Y'all get on my nerves.
Twisted Teas and Plan Bs. Oh my
It's
God.
crazy. That was crazy.
He really put her on.
That's wild. That's wild. Shout out to Precious Martinez. You can find her on
Facts.
the platform as well.
This is the kind of content that we have posted.
Yeah.
And you know how I asked y'all all to finish this phrase. I really liked until he. When I tell y'all this is my probably top 5 favorite clip of all time. This was Charmaine's answer to the question. Charmaine, I really liked him until he
asked me to eat his butt.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute.
Yeah. These dudes out here are crazy, yo. These dudes out here.
A minute. Hold on a second.
Fellas, stop getting your ass ate.
Yeah. Cut it out. Let's get that out.
That's
Yo,
Stop.
that's
Just
crazy.
stop.
and from my understanding, y'all two probably know who he is.
Nah. All right. So that's where we're going to put a pin in. We about to end this episode, yo. Shout out to my nigga A-Rec in the building. A-Rec the Dom for coming up on a platform. We got music coming, music on the way. Appreciate you, A-Rec.
Oh,
Shout out to
God.
on Show Off. We appreciate you. Always good to have you back on the platform, brother.
That's a
Always.
fact. Good to be back, bro. Oh, that's why I wanted to ask too. The fight event.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Where can I check for the fights? One, where can I watch them? Two, it might not have worked out last time, but bro, I want to fight, bro.
That's a clip.
I'm serious, bro.
Clip. That's a clip. I'm clipping. Let's go. Come on,
bro.
Show off.
It just ain't work out. I was talking to dude in the background for the last event. It just didn't work out. But bro, I'm serious, bro. I really enjoy shit like I enjoy shit like that, bro.
Now you know what?
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Give me 1 second. So we already had you on mine because the same homie who boxed last time was like, it would be dope if we did like a battle before the boxing event. So imagine if y'all battled and then y'all
I beat him up.
Oh my
God. Beat his ass after I smoke him.
Oh shit.
I seen a couple of them fights.
Time out.
You know what I'm saying?
Since you said
No,
that,
but I really want to know where I could go watch him at. I want to watch.
I'm gonna send you the links. I'm gonna send them to you, brother. I got you. Yeah.
Okay, so hold up. I think this is the one.
If anybody got a business,
clips, bro,
bring your logo so they can put it on the bottom of his shoes. So when he go down, y'all get some free promo.
Hey yo, bring back on this shit. Hey yo, man, who the fuck you think you talking to, man? Who you think you talking to, yo?
Hey man.
Yo.
So wait, that's who you trying to go up against?
Oh, hell yeah. Yo, you see how mad he was bothered. Yo, bro, who you talking to, bro?
He was
that was the audacity. Yo, word is bond, bro. That's what I need to go up against, man.
I'm gonna make some calls.
Because I know he's gonna fight hard. I can tell. And I don't know, for some odd reason he feel like he can rap good. I can tell. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it makes sense.
Shots fired.
Oh my god, I'm clipping the fuck out of this. Oh my
Hey, listen,
absolutely. So wait a minute, just for the purposes of clips. If I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that you're not only going to kill him in a battle, but you're going to whoop his ass too? Is that what you said? I don't want to put no words in your mouth.
No, for sure. Especially because think about it. There's already documented footage of me beating dog shit down somebody's leg in a 3-piece suit and hard bottoms with no grip under my feet. So imagine what I could do with some grip under my feet.
This nigga was out there knocking niggas out in his church clothes.
It's like, bro, I really enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even an outfit type of thing. Like, we can just get it in. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Word up. No.
All right, I'm gonna make
well, we will be clipping.
But I will say this. Honestly, like I said, it's because no different than in my battle career. I never really cared about the status of nobody's name. I cared about how competitive they were going to be. If they was going to take it serious and go hard. I don't really care about none of the rest of that. And based on just watching, he was entertaining to watch, but I could tell that he believes in his hand skills, and I could tell that he believes in his rap skills. And I do too. So to me, it made sense. I'm going to keep it 100.
Right. There we go. All right.
Plus, one thing I did learn, he was a light-skinned guy. He'll turn green. If you hit him hard enough, he'll turn green. It might go purple, but he'll turn. Initially, he'll turn green though. I'm telling you.
Clip. That's a clip. All right, look, man. I'm gonna make a couple phone calls in the background. I already done sent them. Already just sent it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, look, we gotta wrap this one up. I got some things I gotta get into. Look, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Show Off, for rocking out. Of course, I'm happening with you. I'm about to send you some beats, bro. It's about time. Why don't we got to track?
Yeah, especially because nigga, I already done invested and built my own. I can record in my spot just like you can now, bro.
All right, bet.
I got the equipment.
Text me your email. I'm about to send you some shit. Appreciate you, brother.
I got you. Hey, Sheeta, I love you, yo. Let me tell you something. Don't hate me. You feel me? Just don't like me. It's cool. Hey, look, it's cool to not like me. Just don't hate me. I need you not to. Nah.
All right, yo, appreciate you. That's my nigga. And yo, A-Rec, man, thanks for coming up on the platform. Yo, you got anything you got upcoming?
Bro, I I got a couple of things upcoming, bro, on some real shit. Know what I mean, it's about to get real deadly out here. But you
Hey,
already know we gonna tap in, and I got my, and I'll be out there soon. So you already know, man.
yeah, man. Looking forward to having you come up here. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for rocking out with us. It's always a pleasure to get you on a platform. Me and A-Rec go back longer than almost anybody in the community. Shout out to
Almost
A-Rec. It's
basically everybody, bro.
Bring your glasses next time, my nigga. Bring your glasses.
they like
Nah, we got a vendetta going on. You need to take your shit off when I get up there too. So we ain't
oh,
even, we gonna do that later. But you already know, man. It's go time. It's definitely go time. We not playing with them no more. It's been long overdue.
yeah, I'm gonna send you an email, man. We're gonna get some music done too, for sure. For sure.
Oh yeah, I already got that too. I mean, don't even worry. It's coming soon.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you do to that. Appreciate you, A-Rec. Rashida, this has been one hell of an episode.
I'm so glad we decided to go live today. Because
Yes.
we was having a conversation, and I know you got some stuff to do, so I'm gonna keep it short. We was having a conversation, and I just see this platform really, really growing. Like I said, we got at least 3 shows in the works in the background. Is y'all gotta keep up with us to see what we got coming, because we got some fire content coming as well as the fire content we already got.
Yeah, appreciate you, Rashida. And I'm pretty sure by next episode we will have your platform on YouTube up and running. We're going to start promoting and cross streaming to that as well. So what type of content will we be able to find on your channel when we get this thing started?
So a couple things. Number one, if you know, I am a greedy girl. I will travel 1.5 hours to 2 hours up the turnpike for good food. I traveled all the way to Patterson to try these tacos. So I think that's one of the things that we are going to be doing. I talked to Big Sleep and he's interested in doing it too. So we just going to be giving a few food reviews, going around, traveling to different places, and seeing what the food is all about. So that's one of the things. And we are definitely, we've been talking about this After Dark podcast forever. We are going to get that up and running by the end of next month, because I done talked to some people. I got some people ready to come on the platform. And we're just going to talk about some stuff.
Oh, yeah. We got topics for that too. Lots of topics.
Yeah. And the last thing, my personal thing, y'all already know I got ladies night, but I will be sharing my the stage of my life. If you've been watching long enough, y'all know that I just went through a divorce, and it's been a heck of a journey. Like, y'all went through it with me. So I'm going to be sharing where I am in life right now. And it's an interesting space. At this point, I am a single parent. I'm also trying to date a little bit, and these niggas out here is weird. Dating is weird when you're 38. So I'm just going to be conversing about that. I have a couple of other people who have been through the same journey. I have people who are willing to talk about their single life, their married life, divorce life. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. And of course, we still going to keep this going because, we have a good time up here. We have a good time.
Absolutely. Well, shit, I look forward to promoting you and being a guest on your platform. I definitely do. So I appreciate you. Shout out to Quantity. Shout out for Quantity.
That's my cousin.
Shout out to you for
Quantavious.
the entire show. Shout out to Quantavious. Hold up. Can you hear this? Hold on. Let me add this to the stage. It's already added. Let me know. Can you hear this? Like, do you hear anything?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Oh, that's clear? All right, because I can't hear it for nothing. It's like muffled in my ears. So I'm going to close out the show with a beat I made called Viper. This video has gotten 8,000 views in the last 3 days. Yeah, 8,000. That's crazy. They rocking with it. So I appreciate y'all. We're going to close this one out with Viper, produced by yours truly. This has been Nothing Left to Do But One podcast. Episode 63. Like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube, youtube.com/@Nothing Left to Do But Win. We're going to be right back at y'all with more content. And thank you for rocking out, Rashida.
Love you.
Love you too. And let's get it. Viper, produced by yours truly.
Chaotic, chaotic, chaotic.